Today we're gonna cook some turkey wings. First we're gonna drizzle, after we wash the turkey wings, they're completely thawed out, brined it with salt and water, rinsed, drained. Now we're going to drizzle some olive oil on top, okay? Once we do that, we're going to use our seasonings. So first I'm going to put some seasoning salt. Okay. Next, I'm gonna put a simple ground black pepper. Next, I'm going to put a seasoning, it's a style seasoning, Pinzi spices, salt, black pepper, garlic, thyme, sage, paprika, mustard, cayenne, dill weed. So a couple of things in here that I like. So you can use whatever you like. I'm just gonna drizzle that seasoning on top. Some people like to use sage or thyme. I don't have it by itself, so I'm gonna put this on top. Later on, what we're gonna do is we're gonna rub it all in. So then I'm gonna use another seasoning, 21 seasoning salute. It has onion, spices, black pepper, celery seed, cayenne pepper, thyme, oregano, cumin, mustard. So things that I like. I'm gonna put a little bit on there. And there's no salt in this one. So. And there's garlic in those seasonings that I used as well. So. And after that, I'm gonna use a little bit of garlic powder. Just a little bit. And I'm gonna use another one that has garlic, paprika, sea salt, mustard seeds, coriander. Basically what I'm using are seasonings that I like. You might have your own that you like. So make sure you put that on top. Okay. Next we're gonna just rub that in. Okay. Along with the olive oil. We're just gonna kind of rub it all in there. I put it on one side, but there's enough seasoning that can go on both sides. And if you feel you need to do both sides, by all means do so. I do believe I might use a little bit more seasoning because remember, these are going to cook a long time. So next, I'm going to add my fresh seasoning. But what I'm going to do is you saw me season one side, this side. I'm going to season the other side with the same spices. Okay? Be right back. Just have to wash my hands so I can pick up. Listening to a little soothing Anita Baker in the background. Can't go wrong. That's the Lori seasoning salt. Some more black pepper. If anybody doesn't know what Lori seasoning salt is, I'm using a little bit of the 21 seasoning salute from Trader Joe's. It has my go-to spices in it. And another one I like from Trader Joe called Everyday Seasoning. Has black pepper in it, garlic powder, onion powder. So I'm adding my fresh garlic cloves to the pot. That was about 5 cloves, I want to say. It's very small. So now I'm just gonna rub this down with the vegetables in the pot. Okay. And this is before I add the peppers because I'm adding frozen peppers, and we have to add water anyway. But I like my water to kind of be flavored already. So those frozen peppers are gonna add a nice amount of water, and then we're gonna add more water later. But for now, just gonna rub it down. I really hope I'm not shaking this in the frame. I'm sorry. Okay, so with that, I just added another small onion. I like the pot to be heated before I add the water. So before I add water, see how that's sizzling down a little bit? That's because I added another onion. Okay. And I have this on a medium light for this pot. I'm now gonna add just half of a bag. You can buy any frozen, in the frozen section, your frozen veggie section. I'm adding my stir-fry peppers. Like I said, I'm just adding about half of the bag. So I'm just gonna throw that in there. A lot of recipes say 1 green pepper, but instead of me adding 1 green pepper, I like the frozen peppers because I like red peppers also. Because I feel they add flavor. So you can see. So you hear how it's cooling down? That's what the peppers are doing. That's your water. You already got water in there from the peppers. And there's celery in there. I might add more peppers. Just might add a little more. These wings are pretty big, pretty thick, so I'm gonna add the entire bag of peppers. Oh, inside this bag of peppers also, just so you know, sliced green, red and yellow bell peppers, and white onions. So I added 2 medium onions plus this bag that comes with the white onion as well. This is just 2 huge turkey wings. And I feel that this has the right amount. So sorry. The right amount of, see that? Excuse me. This has the right amount of spices as well as fresh vegetables. Okay. Okay. Now I hear it bubbling. So now I'm going to add water. This is about 2 cups. A lot of people will add chicken broth. I would, but I don't have chicken broth, so I'm adding water. And you should add enough to the point where it's going to be covered. I'm going to turn this fan back on. Your wings should be covered. Because this is going to cook down. You're covering this with cool water. I'm using good old-fashioned tap water. Okay, so that's pretty much covered. Just let the tip of that wing stick out. So I'm going to bring this to a boil. Because this is going to cook for at least 2 hours. Yes, I'm going to cook something else in the meantime. It's a lot faster. But anything that's slow cooked is delicious. Alright. Now that's that pot. This is a big pot. Okay, so the turkey wings have started to boil. So now the wings are simmering. Okay, and we're gonna let that simmer, like I said, for about 2 hours. In the meantime, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do while that's simmering. Hey guys, so in the meantime, another part of this process is you're gonna take a half cup of milk with a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I'm using oat milk. That's my preference. I'm dairy-free. I try to stay dairy-free. So, but I would like a gravy. So a half a cup of milk, rice milk, almond milk, oat milk, or regular milk if that's your preference. And then just mix that up real good with 1 to 2 cups of, 1 to 2 tablespoons of flour, okay? Until you feel it's getting thick. Okay, and we're gonna add this to the pot. And then add seasoning. So I added Lori's seasoning salt. The recipe that I'm following said to add kitchen bouquet. I don't have that, so I'm adding Lori's seasoning salt. I'm assuming that kitchen bouquet is something that's gonna also have a lot of seasoning and flavor. But for me, the Lori's seasoning salt does it just perfectly. So I'm gonna add that to my milk and flour. Of course, you season it as much as you need or want. beautiful gravy. Okay. So this is starting to look good. Starting to look the way a gravy should. Now it's way thinner than the norm. However, I did not use a lot of flour. I also did not use regular milk. So to each his own, but I'm perfectly fine with this gravy being as thin and thick as it is. I don't have to have thick. But once it cools, it should thicken up a little bit. Okay, so this is gonna be our gravy for our wings. And you're about to see how that's gonna go down. Stay tuned. Look how pretty that is. Okay. And there you have it. So this is after the gravy and the potatoes and everything has been poured in to our serving dish. So here was our wings. That's fallen apart. That's how you want it. Meat falling right off of the bone. I mean, you might want to even take the bone off completely, which is what I'm gonna do. And then you just have this beautiful turkey gravy master that's gonna go on top of the rice. You see that? Look how the bone is coming. The meat is coming off the bone, like. In a beautiful, beautiful way. Look at that. And we can just take that bone and discard it, which is what we're gonna do. But I'm gonna make sure I get all the meat off before I start discarding any bone. Look at that. Just make sure you get the meat off. Look, and the bone just the meat just fell off the bone. We're not even gonna eat this tonight. So by tomorrow, this bad boy is going to be even more tastier. Look at that. Bone is, off. We're gonna just use this.